It's Madden NFL 23. And up next are the Texans' burner at wide receiver. He got a chance to rest and heal up last week on the bye. It's the Texans and the Bears, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On 1st down, Daniels.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. It's Daniels, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. To throw on second down, Richardson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Richardson now to throw on third down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
To throw is Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Got a man. That's Richie James. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. The Fields going to take this himself. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And it works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Off play action, Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. Here's 2nd and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Up and good for Santoso. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. From
a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Richardson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now Richardson on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And taken right at the 35. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Fields now to throw. James has got it, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They run the option here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and work for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. Right in the line of scrimmage. No gain on the keeper. It's going to hang on to 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Chicago offense set to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down, here's an option right. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Calling a gain at 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Jackson to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start the drive. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Daniels. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. The Texans at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because if you get the punt, then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he will be knocked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Daniels, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Daniels.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Daniels. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. Here's Richardson to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and the result a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Here's Jackson. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Richardson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
Richardson now on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about two-thirds complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Patrick Mahomes, over 400 yards passing with 3 touchdown passes as well. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Texans, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson is caught downfield by Mechie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
On 2nd down now, it's Daniels. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Back to throw. Richardson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 73 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
And been a good leadership and a good distributor.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Richardson. Right side completes to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a give, right side. Daniels. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run on first down. It's Daniels. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. He talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 1. Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Richardson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Daniels. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Richardson throwing to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now it's Fields.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Now Fields.
James has got it. Complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. To the air again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 14.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And oh, it coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. To throw is Fields. He'll find...
And it's a fumble.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's Fields. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Fields. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Fields throwing again. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Smith-Marset. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the option, here's Montgomery. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive. Not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They snap it to Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Daniels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Daniels. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
70 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Daniels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week